Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Yarmageddon 8 DOA Wrestling. I'm the Mastermind Ollie Spring, joined by the emissary of truth, Tej Elliott. Tej, we've just been interrupted. Alec was about to give us an announcement, and Dowan has burst out here on the scene. Looks like he's got something to say.
Very angry man. Looks like a Viking pulled out of war. Well, that's certainly a bold statement.
Of course, Dowan being attacked in Ipswich last time for DOA.
You were present for that.
I was there, but wait a second. That ominous sound.
Well, there's only one thing that can mean, Ollie.
Of course, so used to seeing Oblivion, the tag team of Dowan and Dracuul, come out to this music. Or to this, I can't really call it music, it's battle cry.
It's war, my friend.
It is war.
Wow.
Last time in Ipswich, in Lethal Lottery, Dracuul and Dowan were drawn together. I mean, the chances 1 in a million of having both those guys drawn in the same corner as each other, but they steamrolled through their opposition at the time, Tej.
Appropriate name as well, Dracuul, because the dude looks like he was pulled out of a Dracula novel, maybe written in the modern day. Strong words.
Dracuul is in a bad mood, even worse than usual. So Tej, Dowan wants it, Dracuul wants it. A loser-leaves DOA match. This could be the final chapter in their story.
He's demanding he makes the match, not willing to wait for a decision from upper management later. Going straight to the owner himself. And Dowan seems very happy about this. Putting his foot down. I like it.
Well, it sounds like Alex got something else in mind. The man speaks the truth. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Wow. That
really?
Is also the truth, Tej.
Hell of an opener.
We may have to give Alec your moniker of the emissary of truth.
I'm not disagreeing with you there. I think it might be true. That is a sick opener for Yarmageddon.
Tej, we're kicking off the show with a tag team match for the DOA UK Tag Team Championships.
That is a phenomenal start to what has already been a great series of events leading up to the 4th anniversary, which is just around the corner. They want to make sure they're going in with a big bang, and what a better way to start than against the reigning UK Tag Team in DOA.
Of course, BG Thrilliams, Oliver Peace.
That is a big hunk of a man as well, Agent Thrill himself. Oliver Peace, a veteran of the sport, been in this business for a long time, has been all over, trained by some of the best, always has a happy outlook, which brought him to such a high success. Having that positive outlook with a great big guy like that to support you.
Well, that's it. I mean, Thrilliams and Peace, one of the most dynamic. You talk about dynamic over-the-top action. This is a dynamic tag team. You have the speed and agility of Oliver Peace and the sheer force that is BG Thrilliams. I mean, these two guys, they can do it all. They can steamroll you, and then they can do a flip off the top and impress you with those moves.
God, look at the size of that man, though.
And you know what? We need someone the size of BG Thrilliams to take on Dracuul and Dowan, because Dracuul and Dowan, just two behemoths.
Must be a combined 700 pounds, those two in Oblivion. They're definitely going to need a man of BG Thrilliams to equalize things out, because it makes the rather tall Oliver Peace look short compared to them.
You know what, Teach, the Litchfield Community Centre might not be standing after this opening match. We may have to have the rest of the night in an open air environment, because this building may not contain these 4 men. You can see already the cracks.
That is the prelude of things to come, Ollie. Look at those 2 there.
You see Dowan feeding Dracuul almost to the wolves, as it were. And here comes Big Thrilly.
Nice strikes to start with, and a worm.
Oh,
ooh,
a nice right hand. And this is the thing, you look at Thrilliams and Peace, you know, these guys are here to have some fun, but as I said,
they just
gold,
moved the ring, dude. That's incredible. Look at that.
The gold around their waist proves that you can have fun, but you can also win championships and get the job done inside that ring.
And that's the thing. If you want to be a dominant tag team, you need to make sure you're complementing each other's weaknesses. We've said this time and time again. You and I have we have called so much tag competition around the country, and we have been privileged to see the best of the best. And one thing we know is that if you want to be at this top level of success, sometimes strange bedfellows work, which you could see in one corner.
We've seen it happen.
And in the other, you could see 2 wrestlers that obviously gel very well automatically and cover each other's weaknesses, and that's why they're champions.
And you see that doubles move there. Oliver Peace with the flying back elbow.
Synergy is key. It has always been key in tag work, and that is what I'm seeing right now.
And this is the thing, so BG Thrilliams goes in there, steamrolls through Dracuul, wears him down, and in comes Oliver Peace. Well, however, Oliver might have his work
Dowan.
out of him.
Said, I've had enough, why don't you take over for a bit? Oh, and he's actually being gracious and getting him in. That's very kind.
Yeah, by getting him in, gets Dracuul out of the fight, so of course he's going to be happy. But I think that the key to this match is if Dracuul and Dowan can work together. Oh, and here we see that agility of Oliver Peace. If Dowan and Dracuul can work together, we know there is no way that Thrilliams and Peace stand a chance. I mean, Oblivion are the most dominant tag team in DOA history. Hell, it may be one of the most dominant tag teams the UK has ever seen.
Certainly making a name for themselves right now, but look at this. Look at the agility. Lovely deep arm drag. Very lucha libre from Oliver Peace.
And that's it. You say, fair enough, BG might not be able to do that himself.
But he doesn't need to.
That's the thing, when you've got Ollie in your corner, you don't need to. You're right, so you can go in and steamroll people and then bring in the Master of Peace.
You got one man who can throw them around like a ragdoll, and the other man that can just crush them like a ragdoll. It's brilliant. It's very clever, but look at that. Just a sly knee to the back, and a power slam changes everything in the blink of an eye.
And if it wasn't for the heart of Oliver Peace, that would have been all over. And almost reluctant to work together, but you can just see every now and again little flashes of the brilliance that was Oblivion. The reason
I don't disagree.
They were the champs for so long, and that huge clothesline.
I mean, it brings to mind so many big tag teams, big man tag teams across the globe. You know, there's so many examples of maybe odd pairings, but great pairings. I mean, it brings to mind RVD and Kane in WWE fame, who are put together, didn't like each other, and they did so well. In the UK, we've seen it time and time again, where we see people that are just mashed together, and it seems to the rest of the world it's so strange. But the people like Alec who run these companies, they know exactly what they can do with their talents, and they know that even they have this much animosity, look at that, they can work wonders together if they get on the same page. But egos in the locker room will always be a big issue to get in the way of success. Which man's better? Which man takes the pin? Which man has his hand held up? That's the problem that these men have.
And that's what's got in the head of Dracuul. I don't think he felt he was getting a fair shake of the dice. We go for a quick pinfall here, and again Oliver Peace kicking out. This is exactly what he needs to be doing right now. And TJ, if you ask me, BG Thrilliams needs to come in and get the tag in sooner rather than later, because these two big guys are going to be wearing down Ollie Peace very, very quickly.
Quickest tag from Oblivion, and Dowan very reluctant to get in, but I think his love of violence and beating people kind of overweighs his judgment of Dracuul there, and he's happy to just tear the arm from, look at that,
oh my
from
goodness.
Oliver Peace. All the leverage going up to that joint, just like that's why we can tear a rotator cuff.
The wrist is not meant to bend that way. The shoulder is not meant to take that pressure. And this is the thing, people the size of Dracuul and Dowan, they can just pick people apart at will. And if these two guys were to get on the same page, this match would have been over before it even started. But because there's that dysfunction between the two, they just can't get on the same page. If they'd have been planning for this match beforehand, maybe, would it have been over already? Who knows? But Yeah, I think the sooner they get on the same page, the better if they want to be taking that gold back.
In history, we've seen it time and time again. Look at that stat. Look, holding him up. Look at the strength. And Dracuul not impressed whatsoever.
And that's the thing, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe he's jealous. I mean, who knows what is going in the mind of Dracuul. He's a very dark and demented guy.
But we've seen it time and time again where you could see a team like Oblivion come so close to glory and the biggest ego.
Wait a second, sorry to cut you off.
Look at that.
Oliver Peace just flew in motion from one corner to the other.
And the biggest ego often takes the hit, and then it causes them the loss. And right now, Dracuul not wanting to lose offers to get him involved.
And you see now BG Thrilliams just coming in, couldn't take any more of the punishment from Dracuul. But now, of course, referee Matt Ball's back is turned, and this is where it could get dangerous.
And now they're in Oblivion's corner. This is where things are going to get nasty.
Oliver Peace is going to be sent to Oblivion if he's not careful. And look at this.
Nice, nice distraction there.
But look at Dowan almost reluctant, pulling Dracuul off.
Wow, telling him to get off of him because they don't want to lose.
Dowan wants to do this the right way, whereas Dracuul is happy to lie, cheat, and steal.
The titles will not change with the disqualification. So yeah, I mean it's smart from Dowan, but he's got to be careful putting his hands on his tag team partner because it can all end very, very quickly. And now they're saying it's over.
We've seen this before, but now look at that miscommunication. And of course, Dracuul not happy with Dowan again,
and
blaming him.
Here we go. Now the egos come into play. And there's a stead, and they're not watching what's happening.
And Ollie Peace is going up top
Never
siege.
ever take your eye off the tag team champions. Wow.
Just like that, Ollie Peace taking out both members of Oblivion. And now this is his chance. This is a chance to get BG Thrilliams in this match.
Big mistake from two people that have been in this business a long time, not taking your eyes off your opponent, let alone the top of the mountain champions. But this is where they've got to capitalize. And
Ollie Peace has made the tag.
Thrilliams.
And if there is one guy that can steamroll through Oblivion, you are staring at him.
Look at the size of those arms. It's like being hit with a meat cleaver. And oh, goodbye to that stomach.
Thrilliams making it look easy, throwing these guys around like they're rag
Boys,
dolls.
I hope you don't plan on eating anything this weekend because you're going to go through a feeding tube now you've been crushed.
Big Thrilly lining Dowan up.
Look at this. Dowan standing up for it. Gets a chop to the jaw for his troubles.
Oh, this looks bad. No. This looks bad for Dowan. Oh,
wow.
Oh my goodness. Running hip attack for Dowan. Make it two.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
You guys can't hear it at home, but the ring just cracked as it moved. Wow.
And Dowan is back to his feet
the
somehow,
warrior not wanting to go down.
It looks like Big 3 was going to pick him up for a move.
Having none of it.
No. Oh, wait a second. Oh, back body drop. Have you ever seen a guy the size of Dowan thrown around like that?
Not often enough for my liking.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, is he going for a big splash?
Indeed.
Oh, big elbow instead. Wow.
And BG Thrilliams doing what he does best right now, dominating in this match. And here comes Ollie Peace. It looks like he's going up top. Dracuul is down in the ring.
Oh.
Ollie Peace is up. He's flying rocket launch onto Dracuul. 2.
And
oh my goodness.
Wow, that is 2 and 99ths. Unbelievable. I saw his hand go down for the 3, but I think he got his shoulder up just in time.
That was just unbelievably close. Gotta go for that rocket launcher one more time.
But no, he's not. Watch out for Dowan.
Oh, big boot for BG Thrilliams.
Oh, watch out.
Oliver Peace going for the rise.
Wow. Oliver Peace's back just got rearranged. And this could be Oblivion's moment if they can stay on the same page.
And this is their moment right now.
And now he's got the... Wait, why has he got the belt? They got an opportunity. If they just capitalize and pin, they could win. And Dowan smartly pulling the titles away again. They will not change the disqualification.
It's almost like what you're seeing right here is the angel and the devil on your shoulder. One wanting to do the right thing. And
either way, they're going to get cast down.
That's it. Devil just
out goes Dowan.
The angel just took a forearm, and as did the devil. And teach this match now is just broken down completely.
Yeah,
this is just
become a mess.
This is just chaos right now. BG Thrilliams. Head first
into
into the ring post on the outside. Oh, look at this.
Very nice counter.
Ollie Peace
Scouted it.
No. Dracuul's got the belt.
Not like this. You don't need to
Dracuul's
win
got
like
the
this.
belt. Off the skull of Oliver Peace.
And this could be all she wrote.
Referee Matt Paul hasn't seen it. No,
Wow.
not like this. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, they've done it.
Oblivion pull up the W with some underhanded tactics. That is not the way Dowan wanted to win. Wow.
But regardless, Tej, whether you love it or hate it,
but what does this mean for the loser leaves town match? I mean, what happens if...
We're clearly not going to see that anytime soon. I mean, you can't have loser leaves town when you're both the tag team champions, surely.
Stranger things have happened, but wow.
That's true. Anything could happen in DOA, folks, but look at this.
But did Dowan see? Did Dowan see how it happened?
I'm not entirely sure if he did see. He was attacking Thrilliams on the outside. But regardless of this, they love it or hate it, it was effective, and Dracuul has brought home the tag team belts for Oblivion. And the most dominant team in DOA history have returned to reclaim their gold in the rematch they never got originally.
And look at that, Oblivion reigns at Yarmageddon. How appropriate. There are 2 new men at the top of the mountain, and I don't think anyone is taking them off of it anytime soon.
Well, you see that shove there from Dracuul. You know, maybe the cracks haven't been sealed. Well, I think this is just another chapter in the story of this one. We look at Dowan wants to fight. Dowan wants to go. Dowan doesn't care about those belts. He wants to fight right now, Tej.
This is interesting.
This is a powder keg waiting to explode, if you ask me. How on earth are these two going to retain these belts night in, night out if they can't stand to be on the same side of the ring as each other?
And like I said, I don't think anyone's knocking them off the podium, the king of the mountain. But if anyone was going to do it, it'll be each other.
Either way, folks, we have kicked off Yarmageddon 8 with a huge announcement from owner Alec and a brand new pair of DOA UK Tag Team Champions.